Our first professional development model is in instructional design using the SAMR method. First of all, it is very important to understand what the word design means. When you're thinking about instructional design, how does this word apply to instruction and how does it apply to the application of technology inside of design? So, to get a feel for what the word actually means, we're going to be looking at a specific article and paraphrasing an article from Abby Brown and Timothy Green. The article Beyond Teaching Instructional Design Models essentially identifies the word design as the creation of something. It is literally the depicting of a plan for the creation of an object or a system. So it's how, as instructors and as teachers, we are creating the lessons and the units that are going to be presented to the students that we are going to be teaching. If you apply this to instructional design, it means that the instructors, the teachers are creating something in instruction. They are creating the lesson, they're creating the unit plan, they're creating the activities, they are designing it. Now, if we take that one step further and think about adding technology to this, it is the use of technology to create something new and exciting. So it is the use of so instructional design for technology is the use of technology to create something new, something that might have not been previously thought of or used before. To accomplish this, often one model that is very important is the SAMR model. The model that is shown in the image here um, are the changes that you can make inside of your instructional design inside of your classroom. It is allowing you to take your lessons or your activities that you have already been doing in the classroom and either use a different technology to do the same activity or completely redefine what you're doing in the classroom, how you're designing your lessons to do something that could not ever be previously thought of before. For example, a book report might be completely redefined into creating an app on a phone about a book. That would be the R method. Or you could then simply substitute the method. Instead of having a written book report, maybe students create a blog. And that would be a substitution or even maybe an augmentation of that particular lesson. So you're looking at how are we going to do this? Am I going to substitute? Am I going to have a direct substitute with no change to really the assignment? Am I going to directly substitute with technology with some improvement? And that's augmentation. Am I going to make a significant redesign of my lesson and modification? Or am I going to completely create a new task that could previously not be accomplished without the use of technology? So using this SAMR model to evaluate content and instructional design is key to developing a well-rounded lesson. You can focus this lesson then on if you're going to deliver this through a traditional means or you're going to do it through a learning management system or both. Teachers evaluate their instructional design by using this model. You can change things, you can enhance it, you can redefine it. But as Nielsen and Goodson pointed out in their book, Online Teaching at Its Best, it's important that if students are going to have a positive and significant change inside of the classroom and buy into it, then teachers need to be allowed to choose their own technologies to define the model. So in this case, no one is telling the teacher what technology they can use. It is what can I do differently in the classroom to design something that is innovative, exciting, new, well rounded, and can also do something entirely new that maybe I couldn't do before 10 years ago because of technology. If you're looking at some additional resources, again, the Brown and Green article, Beyond Teaching Instructional Design Models, is a great article to read about how to incorporate instructional design in the classroom. Nielsen and Goodson's book, Online Teaching at Its Best, deals with best practices, and Schoology promoted the image that was found inside of the presentation, the SAMR model.